Okay, don't worry.
We're 8 to 10.
Okay,
Something like that. All right.
You're posting it.
Outdoors with Jared and Nick. We're right in here at AM Studios. We got Nick, we got Tim the Hog Hunter, and Louis behind the camera.
The following is a show about two men. Two men that share their stories and pass on advice to you, the listener. Two men that dress in camo and play in the woods. Two men that possess the ability of laser precision sharpshooting with any weapon and have studied, stalked, and hunted some of the wildest beasts known to man. Those two manly men could not make it today. So instead, we venture into the outdoors with two other men dressed in camo.
It's where I keep all my things. I get a lot of compliments on this. Plus, it's not a man purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one.
Jerry and Nick.
I've really come to think of you as a companion.
Hunting.
I mean, I'm a man's man. I could go deer hunting.
Camping.
Oh, that's an RV.
Fishing.
Trust the gorgeous fisherman.
Boating.
Small to get you put out the boat.
Survival.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Firearm safety.
Son, where did you get this gun?
My mom gave it to me.
Expert advice from special guests.
Oh, and I hear you're wearing underwear again. Good for you.
The outdoors just got more exciting.
It's like listening to a broken record, but the lyrics keep on changing.
Let the adventure begin. It's time for Outdoors with Jerry and Nick.
Want a little heavy on the pine tree perfume there, kid?
Sir, it's a taxi cab air freshener.
Great, you've pinpointed it. Step 2 is washing it off.
Good morning, Wisconsin, and Northern Illinois, and welcome to another exciting episode of Outdoors with Jared and Nick, right here on AM 1050 WLIP. You can listen online at WLIP.com. You can even download the app. But sit alongside me, as always, my partner in crime. Yes, the gentleman I know that would get me out of jail at 2 o'clock in the morning if I called him, if his wife would let him. My dear friend, better known as Booger Monkey. God, you had so many names, but right now you're known on this show as Pine Cone Doddle.
Buddy, I used to be Snot Rock.
I remember Snot Rock, and then you wanted me to call you Max, and I said, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, call me Max.
Welcome back. Outdoors with Jared and Nick. Right here on AM 1050 WLIP and WLIP.com. Phone number this morning is
262-694-1050.
There we go. We got the 1050 girls in here this morning. They sounding good this morning. Sounding good. What?
No, I was going to go over the top, but I stopped.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't want to get fired again.
All right, so what do we got on the burner today, Jerry?
Well, you know what? My good friend Louis, who I've known from years, Louis used to come on our old show years ago, Lolo Skateco. He's a professional
Lolo.
There we go.
Lolo! You got to do your hands
He's
like
off
that,
the chain, too. Who was that other guy? Who was that other guy, Louis, that we used to talk to? That big black dude, too.
Quarter Key.
Yeah, Quarter Key. You remember?
Oh, my God, yeah.
I should have had some of Quarter Key's bumper music. We could have been playing that, you know?
Unbelievable, yeah.
I always wanted to be a rapper. I really did. I thought I had a shot at it at one time, and right after the Bears, the 85 Bears, I used to have my gas station and stuff like that, and I kind of wrote a little rap, and it went a little something like this. All right, my name is Jerry, and I used to sell gas out in the cold, freezing my ass. I ain't here looking for trouble. I'm here to do the service station shuffle. What do you think?
I like it.
Louis, Quarter Key ain't got nothing on me.
Now, Louis is not aware of the, you remember Dubs, right? See Dubs, big guy?
Our old producer?
Yeah.
Well, we were
and
just let it go.
All right.
We were going to start a Lionel Richie tribute band. We were going to call ourselves
White Jerky. But it didn't work. It didn't pan out.
No,
either.
we never even got to one rehearsal.
No, we never did. So we're going to stick with radio.
Well, the
I guess.
orange jumpsuits, we fought over the color.
Yeah, it just didn't work. Anyways, we've got Louis reached out, and Louis, you're doing a lot of the film and stuff now. I know you used to do a lot of skating videos and some unique videos, kind of the Rob and what was that? Rob and who?
Robin Big Black.
Yeah, Robin Big Black, and you did some of those kind of stuff and everything, and now you're actually doing some film and stuff for a living. So that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So if you guys want any hunts filmed or anything like that, Louis will be able to do that. If somebody wants to get a hold of you to film their hunts and everything, what would be a good way to do that?
Just hit me up on lou@isleycreative.com. Send me an email. We can do some business.
So he's in here filming us today and everything, so it's going to be kind of cool. So we'll have some of this up on our outdoor page, right?
Oh, yeah. We'll make a video for you.
All right, sounds good. And then we brought in one of his buddies here.
I thought you said his girlfriend.
Tim, no. Louis married. Louis married, got 2 kids now, man.
Hey, Rock Hudson was married.
Yeah, but it's Louis straight. Look at him.
Look at
look at him. But we got Tim Walsh in here. Now, Tim, you've been hunting for a little while?
Yeah.
Can I ask you your age, young man?
Yeah, 27.
Hey, do you like his beard?
It looks good.
He's got a nice beard. Yeah.
Gotta stay warm. It's cold out today.
All right, now back to Jerry.
I'm a little uncomfortable when you just said that. You like his...
Well, see, I trimmed mine way down. It's white, and you can't hardly see the darn thing anymore.
No, I can't. So, all right. So, Tim, how long you been hunting, buddy?
Roughly 10 years, but I've been shooting my whole life. So.
All right. What made you get into it?
I think just being outdoors. That's probably the attraction for me.
Did your dad hunt or fish or anything like that?
No, Grandpa fished, so I was in the boat not catching anything all day for most of my life.
I hear you.
yeah, good old Grandpa, though, huh?
Yeah, learned everything I know from him.
All right, so tell me about your first hunting experience. Where'd you go, and what did you end up harvesting? Anything?
Yeah, Buffalo County, Wisconsin. We went white-tailed deer hunting, and it was gun, so rifle, out in the western part of the state there. And, I was actually able to harvest a big fat doe. So that was a great experience, a lot of walking. They make the young guys walk on the farm there.
Been there.
Yeah,
you guys run down there. I want you to turn in and walk back this way.
Yeah,
and I'm
doing
thinking,
the deer drives.
Yeah, and you're going to shoot this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like more exercise than hunting, but...
Yeah, God love you youngsters.
All right, so it was a big doe. I mean, tell me, kind of talk me through the process. You saw this doe come out or,
Yeah, it was a little strategy involved. Not mine, of course, because it was my first hunt.
Sure.
But the guy I went with said, I'm going to walk in first at the top of the hill, and you wait, let's say, 2 minutes, and then start walking into the location where you're going to sit for the evening. And he walked in and kicked 5 does down from the top of the hill. They started running down right toward me and right across the trail that I was supposed to walk in on. So I took a knee and took sight and dropped a doe. Dropped the biggest one in the group of the 5.
That's awesome.
Do you know what you were using that day?
Yeah, 30-30. That was actually Grandpa's gun. So.
That lever action.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have that gun, or did Grandpa give you that gun?
Yeah, it's a 336 Marlin. Yep, still have it and still use it.
Nikki, tell him your Marlin story.
Dude, my late father, my first gun, I got his deer gun.
Yeah.
It was a Marlin 35 lever action. And, man, when that thing barks.
Oh, yeah.
It's loud. I'll shoot a 200 grain through that thing. It's like being hit in the face with a hammer.
Yeah, that's where we took hog hunting, too. So it's a very versatile gun. And Grandpa, actually, funny backstory on that, Grandpa traded his 79 pickup truck for it. So it was rusted, broken down. He didn't want to get rid of it, but a guy offered him the Marlin, so he traded him.
Unbelievable. Now, I shot your Marlin, which I was surprised. Not much of a kick, but you fired the son of a gun.
No, yeah, my dad always could tell me he knew when I fired, no matter where he was in the woods, because he could hear it.
All right, so you dropped this stuff for the first time. You had to have just been, there's a point where when you're hunting, you get that excitement, you end up harvesting it, but there's a remorse period.
Yeah, a little bit. You're taught not to kill.
Right, so there's a little bit of a remorse period, and then when you get there and you get your hands around the hooves or whatever, was that the first time you had actually cleaned the deer as well?
No, I was helping earlier that weekend clean other people's deer.
Young people.
Yeah, I was kind of an apprentice at that point.
It was nasty, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was the one that was able to walk and drag and get dirty. So they put me to work.
Chico,
I tell you what, we got a couple.
We got our own
boys.
young guy.
Yeah, but tell you what, that has got to be That is, you know what? One of the most unpleasant things there is.
That's the worst part of the whole deal.
Is field dressing a deer, and I've shot a couple, and Nikki's been on with the hunts with me, and Nicky will hold its legs, but Nicky ain't putting his hands in there.
No, the last time he got one,
a little 6-pointer about 2 years ago.
For some reason, when he popped it open, the smell got to me. I mean, I was like, I couldn't deal with it.
Nicky wears a bandana, not for
Yeah, I got a
use.
bandana. It's
Tell him where.
camouflage
Why?
for around. It looks good.
Yes, that's the only reason he wears it. But he actually pulled the bandana up like a mask to try to.
Oh God! For some reason, on that day, that odor just was. And you didn't get to nail the stomach or anything.
No, that was a great shot. That was right through the heart. That was one of my best. That was one of the. Everything came together that time.
That was a textbook shot because he shoots left-handed. So we set up his tree stand where he has most rotation to the right, and I wasn't there, but just him telling me and see where it hit, and it wasn't an accident. It was a damn good shot.
You know what? We had done our homework that year. We really had. We'd gone out there a couple of weeks prior. We cleaned our clearing lanes out. We actually camouflaged our tree stands. I like to say we decorated them.
Yeah,
but,
he does.
We decorated our tree stands, and Tinks was kind enough to give us that the doe. Remember the blow-up doe?
Inflatable doe.
So I had that out as a decoy, and we had our Ting 69 out there early season. We had that out there, and sure as heck, I hit my grunt call from Flexstone. I sound like a NASCAR driver.
That's what it is, though.
Flexstone gave us those grunt calls, and I grunted, and Tim, this thing come up behind me on my left side, and he didn't see me. He was checking out the decoy, and he went to circle around, and then I had this Tink scent bottle hanging, and he went right by the Tink scent bottle, 20 yards, Tim. I drew back, and I mean, this thing never saw it. I hit him square between the ribs.
Yep.
We were out there, less than an hour that morning?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what,
really not long
this thing
at
ran
all.
10 yards and piled over, and I called Nicky, and I said, dude, I just got one. He goes, dude, we haven't been in a tree like 20, 30 minutes. You're messing with me. I said, it's down. So he comes down, and there it is, 10 yards. Nice 6-pointer, probably about a 2.5-year-old buck. But
the meat was,
unbelievable. So, yeah, and it went right to the heart and everything like that.
Yeah,
so
that was amazing.
It was good. So, go ahead.
Now back to Tim.
Yeah, so, all right, so after you did that, is that when the bug bit you, Tim, where you're like, oh, my God, now I'm a hunter?
Yeah, I think so.
You became a man.
Yeah,
that day.
I've always loved shooting, but I think it took it to the next level. Yeah, it gave me something to continue to go crazy about every year.
No, it's great fun. I mean, I grew up in the county and I got a Ruger 1022, and I used to just shoot cans all day long, man.
Yeah, we used to shoot the BB gun. We'd string up the Grandpa's Bush Heavy cans up on the clothesline and try to cut them in half with the BB gun. So my brother and I had fierce competitions then when we were growing up at the cabin.
Yeah. See, that's good though, man.
See, and that's what I did with my son years ago. You know, he had the BB guns and then the pellet guns, and then we had armed citizens training. My good friend Anthony, a retired corpsman, teach him how to shoot. Took him up to the range, and man, I tell you what, he started him out perfect. He started him out with a 22, and then he ended up having him with the 870.
Right. Yep.
So, anyways, we got more hunting stories when we come back.
We're going to talk about a hog kill.
We are going to. Also got 2 qualifiers coming up this next hour, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Outdoors with Chair and Nick
on AM 1050 WLIP.
Now, you have a 2-year-old little boy, right?
Man.
Your 2-year-old little boy?
Yeah.
He snowboards by himself.
Oh, he's a beast.
I've seen some.
I bought him a snowboard before he was born.
Okay.
And then I started putting him on a leash and letting him go in front of me down a hill. And then this year we let him off the leash, and now he's snowboarding on his own at 2 years old.
Can you imagine his kid off the chain? Oh, Lord.
I know. Look out.
That's bad.
Now, you also do a little hunt, or you got into bow this year, correct?
Yeah. My father-in-law, he's an avid traditional bow hunter. So he got me into it, and I started practicing shooting. And this year I wanted to just kind of get the feel for the forest and get out there, get in the woods and, kind of learn the trails and whatnot, where to go, what to look for. And
Were you able to hunt it all this year?
I didn't kill anything, but
Okay.
I did get to learn the woods a little bit. So every time we would go out there, it would be more familiar. So I can't wait to go again next year and just like.
One thing you learn is in different light, it looks different.
Oh, I don't know how many times Nikki and I have gotten lost in the woods. And you know what? And I don't care if you're a grown man hunter. There's not a guy in the world that hunts who has not got turned around a little bit. And I tell you, that panic sits in for a minute, man.
And then you find out you're only 10 yards from your stand. Then you get angry.
Yeah, exactly. But are you doing traditional bow?
Yeah, traditional bow. It's not easy.
No.
Oh, hell no.
It's going to take a lot of practice shooting before. I know it might even take like another couple of years before I even kill anything.
Nikki and I are not traditional bow hunters. What do we use, Nick? What are they?
Compounds.
Compounds.
And we're ready to go to crossbows.
Yeah, because we're old. Yeah, so, I mean, it is more difficult to do that. I see you using a compound. You're a kind of guy that loves technology and stuff, and I appreciate the old school methods, but I'm telling you what, if it's there and you can use technology, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, but if he learns that way, that's how he learns. I mean, it's just like your kid learning to drive a big old truck. Anything after that, they're just going to wheel around like nobody's business.
And it's funny, too, your generation is still young. You're in your early 30s. My son, I've tried to get him into bow hunting. He likes stuff that goes bang. I mean, he loves shooting, and he's phenomenal. Shot, he's a lot better than I am. However, when we went hog hunting, a couple guys, younger guys, were going back to traditional. And they said, now, Dad, I wouldn't mind doing that, learning how to traditional bow. So it's kind of a throwback kind of thing.
Yeah, no sights.
Yeah, bare sights. Just
it's hardcore.
Stick
really
in a string. Now, Tim, are you a traditional bow hunter, or what do you use?
Compound bow.
Okay, what kind of bow you got?
I have a PSE.
Okay,
that was
shooting.
my first compound. Yep.
And
I actually started with I couldn't even tell you. Astro, I think, was the brand.
Okay,
and it was non-adjustable compound, so it was from the
early
'90s, and I just got it hand-me-down because I didn't want to invest in a left-handed bow until I was comfortable. Kind of like Lou, I had to get familiar with shooting and the woods and everything from a bow hunting standpoint.
I had no desire ever to go bow hunting. I was a rifle shooter, and when I had my shop, my guys kicked in for Christmas and bought me a left-handed bow. And I'll be honest with you, now that I bow hunt, I don't care if I ever shoot anything with a gun again. I mean, I dig it. I mean, the challenge and everything in there, and you're up close and personal. Man, oh man, what have you harvested with a bow?
Myself?
Yeah,
nothing.
You
actually,
can't shoot yourself, dude.
No. So
I haven't.
Not.
I thought you were talking to Lou. Myself, no, I haven't shot anything. So just target shooting, and I've been hunting. I just haven't harvested anything yet.
Now, real quick, you did a crazy hunt. You were also filming and got involved. You actually went on a hog hunt.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I had an opportunity. One of my clients,
wild boar.
Yep. One of my clients goes on a trip every year, and they invited me to go down in Northeast Texas.
And you guys decided, okay, we're going to go old school. We're not going to use a gun. No.
Well, we hunted for 3 days.
Okay.
And actually, the evening of the third day, I shot one, and we wanted to wait until light the next day to track it.
Okay, makes sense. Back out and let it lay down.
So I didn't actually sign up for this hunt, but they said we got guys going out with dogs and knives. And
knives?
Yep, knives.
Oh, you're crazy.
And dogs.
No.
And they decided that before we searched for the one I had shot the night before, they were going to do this dog hunt. And he said, we'd love it if you'd film for us. And I said, absolutely, no problem. And we started running around, and there were two big old Kansas boys were hunting with dogs and knives, and they had what they called the bay dogs and the catch dogs. So the bay dogs were these hounds that had incredible noses, got on the scent of the pig, chased him down, circled around him, and started howling. When they started howling, they released a pit bull and an Argentinian dogo. And these two dogs came screaming into where the hounds were barking. Then they locked onto the ears of the pig, and you followed those catch dogs in with a 9-inch Bowie knife.
Oh, no way, man.
Okay, it's getting weird now.
That's to me, I love hunting. Don't get me. To me, that's a little barbaric, but God bless you. Those things
so
are...
you tape those knives to a big stick,
them.
right?
Yeah.
No, so I was filming these Kansas boys, and they started getting winded.
Yeah.
And they said, the bay dogs are going to keep running. You need to go on to the next group. Handed over the knife.
Oh, my goodness.
So I got voluntold.
They like being married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got voluntold. I was knife man. So you got the guide and one of the other guys grabbing onto a back leg, and the guide's yelling at me, "Step on his head, step on his head." And,
whoa.
yeah, it's you go in and finish the pig with the knife. So it's,
wow.
I became a man that day.
Now,
I don't know if I could
that
do
on
that.
Film?
Yeah, that's on film. Louis got that on film.
If somebody
He cut it
does
up
want to
for
go
me.
see it, where would they find that at?
We'll put it up on YouTube. We'll maybe give some link in the Jerry and Nick show.
If you're crazy enough to want to do that, man, God bless you.
Two big old Kansas boys got winded. Say, here you go, son.
I've hunted with dogs, with wild boar and everything like that, and I tell you, even then, have you seen some of the damage they have done? These hogs will do to a human being.
The dogs wear Kevlar vests.
Yeah, that's
really?
The dogs are wearing Kevlar vests. Those catch dogs, yeah, because they'll tear them right in half.
All right, we got to take a quick break. When we get back to, we will get one more qualifier for the great pheasant hunt, and we'll talk a little bit about dark acres. Timmy, you're a wild man, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
seriously.
cow.
I'm going to scooch over a
Yeah,
little
me
bit.
too, man. He's strapped to a 9-inch bowie knife. I'll be right back. You're listening to Outdoors with Chair and Nick.
On AM 1050, WLIP.
Well, all right, it's the American Dream. This is your blood brother, Ted Nugent, and I'm rocking with my blood brothers, Jerry and Nick.
Thanks, Uncle Ted.